YouTube. How we doing, family? It's your boy, yo. And this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Thursday, July 31st, last day of the month. I'm going to go through all three games and I have 4 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. We have a couple days to recap. Recapping Tuesday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. We took the Los Angeles Angels on the money line against the Texas Rangers. Kikuchi went for the Angels in this one. He wasn't perfect 3 earned runs, but it was enough since their offense got busy. The Angels won it 8-5. Recapping yesterday, I couldn't upload a video, so I made a post with all of my plays. Make sure you guys have post notifications on. I occasionally make updates or post plays to the page. I know not many people saw it anyways, but I always keep it transparent as a sports analyst. I feel like that's part of my job. We dropped our highlighted play of the day yesterday. We took the Los Angeles Dodgers laying 1.5 runs in Cincinnati against the Cincinnati Reds. It's not a surprise considering they've been doing it every start since his return to the mound, but these limited outings for Shohei have been a bad spot to back the Dodgers. He only allowed 2 earned runs in 3 innings, but the Dodgers offense hasn't been able to back him up whatsoever. The Reds won it 5-2. That was yesterday's news. Let's get back in that win column today. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays in New York taking on the New York Yankees. Yankees are minus 112 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Ryan Pepiot going for Tampa, and we have Marcus Stroman going for New York. The Rays obviously have a big pitching advantage, but I'd give the Yankees a slight advantage in their offense. Aaron Judge being out of the lineup definitely hurts, though. Pepiot comes in with a 3.42 ERA and outstanding expected numbers. Stroman's due for regression, hasn't been impressive so far, and I think the Rays are able to get to him. Tampa also has a pretty sizable bullpen advantage. Like I said, I don't really trust this Yankees lineup without Judge, and we're getting a really good price with the Rays. We're taking the Rays on the money line as our first selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves in Cincinnati taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Reds are minus 159 on the money line, and the total is 9.5 runs. On the mound, we have Carlos Carrasco going for Atlanta, and we have Andrew Abbott going for Cincinnati. Abbott's been a stud, obviously why the Reds are favorites here. A 2.09 ERA and solid expected numbers. The Braves offense has started to heat up, but without Acuna, I think Abbott will be fine. On the other side though, Carrasco's no slouch himself. He's a veteran who's been in this league and knows how to have a bounce back outing. Yes, he has a 5.91 ERA, but the expected numbers suggest improvement. Both of these teams have solid bullpens, and personally, I think this total is set too high. I do think the Reds win the game, but we should see something like 4-3 Cincy. I'm taking the Braves and Reds under 9.5 runs as our highlighted selection of the evening. Let's move. In our last and final matchup, we have the Texas Rangers in Seattle taking on the Seattle Mariners. Mariners are minus 160 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have Kumar Rocker going for Texas, and we have George Kirby going for Seattle. This game is the opposite of that Braves and Reds matchup. Kumar Rocker and George Kirby both have middle-of-the-pack ERAs, but I expect regression from both. The Rangers have the number 3 offense in the league over the last 30 days, and the Mariners have the 11th, which is still impressive. I like what I'm seeing from both offenses, and I expect both starting pitchers to get blown up. You guys know where I'm going with this one. Both teams do have outstanding bullpens, so I want to isolate this one to the first 5 innings. I can't find an official line, but I'm going to assume it's 4.5, so we're taking the Rangers and Mariners over 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings as our last and final selection. All right, guys, let's get into the props. 4 for today. Let's cash big. First, we're taking Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays to get 2 or more bases. The Rays should get to Stroman in a big way, and Brandon's making a ton of hard contact. Next, we're taking Austin Hayes of the Cincinnati Reds to get 2 or more bases. It seems like any team they ship this guy off to, he balls out. He's batting a .277, and he has a 1.0 OPS against Carrasco. Next, we're taking Corey Seager of the Texas Rangers to also get 2 or more bases. The guy's playing out of his mind, we know that, but he's 0 for 13 in his career against George Kirby. He's got to get a hit at some point. For our final selection of the evening, we're taking Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners to get 2 or more bases. Ever since the Derby, he's been batting on another level. He already has 41 home runs on the season. Let's make it 42 tonight. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. 16 and 11 on all highlighted plays, and you know the show must go on. Let's get back in that win column and start a streak today. I appreciate your support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.